Germany is estimated to have between 20 and 25,000 castles, which is significantly more than any other country in the world. Germany is also known for having many of the world's most beautiful castles, and in this video we are going to show you our picks for the top 10 most stunning German castles. Every castle on our list offers public tours, and it's our goal to inspire you to visit each and every one of them. If you watch to the very end of the video, you'll also get to see our selection for the most beautiful German castle hotel, which you can actually stay in and pretend to be royalty. Number 10 on our list is the Wernigerode Castle, nestled into the forested Harz Mountains overlooking the medieval town of Wernigerode. Originally built in the 12th century, and just like many other historic castles, it has been reconstructed multiple times. The current-day Baroque-style version of the structure was built in the late 19th century. The castle is now a cultural museum, where visitors can tour over 40 rooms that showcase authentically furnished living quarters of 19th century German nobility, which even includes time-worn original pieces. And next up at number 9 is Drachenburg Castle, overlooking the beautiful Rhine River. Constructed in the late 19th century as a private villa, it showcases a unique blend of architectural styles, which distinguishes it from other German castles. The primary style of the structure would most aptly be described as Gothic Revival. The castle is perched high upon a hill just outside the summer resort town of Königswinter. And coming in at number 8 is Hohenschwangau Castle, which is located in the village of Hohenschwangau, perched above Lake Eltz. Beginning in the 14th century, the site was originally home to a castle that served as the residence of numerous rulers, but was in ruins by the early 19th century, at which point it was bought by King Maximilian II of Bavaria, who rebuilt the structure in the Romantic Gothic style, which has remained to this day. He utilized the castle as a summer and hunting residence for his family, which included his son, whom would eventually become King Ludwig II, whom is considered one of the most mysterious historical rulers of Germany. Those who visit Hohenschwangau Castle should also visit nearby Neuschwanstein Castle, which was actually later commissioned by the son, Ludwig II. We will be covering this castle later in the video, at which point we will go into more detail about the mysterious life of King Ludwig II. And at number 7 on our list is Heidelberg Castle, which is cradled into a forested hillside slope overlooking the Neckar River and casting a silhouette over the historic old town of the city of Heidelberg. The castle was originally built around the beginning of the 14th century, and due to war, fire, and lightning strikes, was destroyed and reconstructed numerous times throughout the following centuries. Its early 17th century rendition was considered a masterpiece of Renaissance architecture, and at the time was even named the 8th wonder of the world. Unfortunately, the palace continued to suffer further damage in the 17th and 18th centuries and has lied in partial ruin ever since, never being fully rebuilt. Multiple partial reconstructions has turned the current version into a unique combination of architectural styles. Even though the castle has never regained its former glory, its imposing presence and sunset-colored sandstone walls that blend in well with the colors of the city has caused Heidelberg Castle to become a very popular tourist attraction. Behind the current-day castle is a park-like setting where a grand garden formerly existed. And coming in at number 6 is Reichsburg Castle, which towers above the scenic town of Cochem and the Moselle River. It is believed to have been originally built around the year 1100, but was almost completely destroyed by French troops in 1689 when King Louis XIV invaded the area. The site laid in ruin for 180 years. until a wealthy German businessman bought and rebuilt the castle into a summer residence. However, instead of restoring the castle in its original Romanesque style, he had it reconstructed with a neo-Gothic architectural style. Today, the Reichsburg offers a sumptuous attraction that we highly recommend. After visitors finish with their guided tour of the castle, they have the option to stay for an authentic medieval feast, called the Knight's Meal. The event serves historical cuisine and goblets of local wine. The meal immerses the guests in medieval life with historically authentic entertainment and music, performed by jesters in medieval outfits, in addition to a lord of the manor who teaches medieval customs and table manners. And up next at number 5 is Schwerin Castle, which resides on a small island on the edge of a scenic lake located in the city Schwerin. The island has been home to a castle since as early as 973 AD. But most of the current structure dates back to the mid-19th century, with some parts remaining from the 16th and 17th centuries. The castle is considered one of the most renowned architectural examples of the Romantic historicism era. Today, part of the castle serves as home to the state parliament, with other parts serving as a public museum. Visitors can view magnificent living rooms, a throne room, beautiful ballrooms, and a gallery of exquisite European art. The property also showcases a beautiful orangery and one of the most magnificent Baroque gardens in all of Germany. The 62-acre garden features flower beds, alleys, sculpted water reservoirs, terraces, arcades, and sculptures, in addition to a very stylish restaurant. And at number 4 is Lichtenstein Castle, which is located in southern Germany and offers sweeping views of the Eltz Valley and Swabian Alps. A castle stood on the site as early as the 12th century, but the modern-day structure was built in the mid-19th century. The construction of the new castle was inspired by the fictional castle of the same name described in the 1826 historical novel Lichtenstein by Wilhelm Hoff. The neo-Gothic architectural style of Lichtenstein Castle was chosen in order to emulate authentic medieval castles. This homage to the Middle Ages is additionally articulated by the castle's collection of medieval weapons and armor. The majestic castle rests upon a steep hill and is only accessible by a stone bridge. And coming in at number 3 is Hohenzollern Castle, which is poised atop a steep forested hilltop outside the town of Hechingen. The elegant fortress offers panoramic views of far-stretching rolling forest. The castle is the ancestral home of the Hohenzollern dynasty, which was a powerful royal family that emerged in the late 11th century within the area around the castle. For centuries, the castle was home to numerous counts, princes, kings, and emperors. The current neo-Gothic style rendition of the structure was built in the 19th century. However, the original 11th century chapel has miraculously survived and still exists within the castle today. Hohenzollern Castle also contains a trove of historically impressive art, treasures, and artifacts, including a crown worn by Prussian kings. Today, the castle also has a beautiful beer garden, where visitors can order gourmet food from the castle's cafe as they enjoy their ale. And up next at number 2 is the Burg Eltz Castle, which is perched on top of a huge rock cradled by forested hills overlooking a verdant valley. The stone and timber fortress was built in the 12th century and is a unique example of castle architecture, due to being one of the few medieval castles in the region to have never been destroyed, allowing its original construction to essentially remain intact to this day. The castle is owned by a branch of the Eltz family, whose ancestors originally lived in the castle in the 12th century. The Eltz family have kept the castle perfectly preserved for over 700 years. The castle even contains some of its original furnishings, in addition to an impressive collection of gold and silver artifacts. The forest surrounding the castle was designated as a nature preserve, which contains multiple hiking trails that allow visitors to enjoy the castle's landscape. And finally, our number 1 pick for the most beautiful castle in Germany is the magnificent Neuschwanstein Castle, located in southwest Bavaria. It is the most visited castle in Germany and one of the most popular in the world. The castle was completed in 1886 and was commissioned by King Ludwig II of Bavaria, whom grew up in Hohenschwangau Castle, which we mentioned earlier in the video. Ludwig intended to use Neuschwanstein Castle as a retreat. However, the castle's construction was not fully completed until several weeks after King Ludwig was declared insane, ousted from power, and found dead under mysterious circumstances. He was only able to sleep 11 nights in the then incomplete castle. The castle was completed and immediately opened to the public within 7 weeks of the king's death. Today, the castle is visited by more than 1.3 million people every year, with as many as 6,000 visitors per day in the summer. Perched on a hill amidst beautiful surroundings, the castle is considered one of the most picturesque in the world, and its stunning presentation of Romanesque Revival-style architecture has made it a global symbol of the Romantic era. If you think it resembles something out of a magical fairy tale, you'd actually be right. The castle was the inspiration for the design of the famous Disney Castle, as well as Disney's Sleeping Beauty Castle. And as promised at the beginning of the video, now it's time for our pick for the most beautiful German castle that has been transformed into a hotel. And the name of the winner is the Schönburg Castle, which sits above the medieval town of Oberwesel. The castle also overlooks the lush rolling hills of the Rhine Valley as it descends into the Rhine River. The original castle was built sometime between the years of 911 and 1166. For several hundred years, the castle was occupied by and passed down through generations of the Dukes of Schonburg, until it was burned down by French soldiers in 1689. It lay in ruins for 100 years, until it was restored in the 19th century. The castle was turned into the present-day hotel and restaurant in 1957 by a family that also lives in it. The establishment offers 27 uniquely adorned guest rooms, as well as a fireplace lounge, a library, a tower museum, an extensive garden, and a courtyard with wonderful views of the valley.